Hope you're doing well. So, are we all ready for this? This is going to be painful. I'll try and make it as painless as possible. But before I do, obviously, I'm just going to do all that really boring stuff that I always do. And that is just check my audio levels when I can find the link and see what I'm doing online. So there we go. Okay, right. Should double check when the vehicles start moving as well, because I thought my audio was a little bit quiet compared to the car noises. So I've changed the car noises down a bit so that it's hopefully it sounds a little bit better. I'll try when we get going. I'll just double check it again then. In the meantime, yes, this is going to be so we'll just get a crack on with it. I've watched some of the race. Well, I've watched some of the races. There's 2 races going on. And let's be positive about this. There was nothing that I didn't think anyone was deliberately particularly doing bad. I don't think people are trying to intentionally do anything bad. It's just some things just happened, which weren't always good. But we'll catch it, and if I call out your name, do apologise. I'm just going to say it how it comes out. When I do these commentaries, I try not to watch too much of the commentary because I like these things to take me by surprise. Otherwise, if I know what's coming, it doesn't quite seem to work the same when I do the commentary. But anyway, enough of me gabbing here at the moment. Let's crack on with for the sprint race. We had in first place Surfer in the Mitsubishi, and to be honest, I was surprised the Mitsubishi was on first place here because I thought the power cars would be good, and I didn't think the Mitsubishi was that great for top end grunt, as it were, or mid range grunt. But obviously, it was in the hands of Surfer. So well done, Surfer there in first place. Roadrunner in the Merc, myself, Berserker Boy in the Mustang in third, Shaggy here in the Merc in fourth, Skippy in the Corvette. So I thought the Corvette was going to be in the top 3. I have to be honest. I also thought Welly Bob, I thought you'd be higher than this. I saw you in practice, you were putting in really quick times that I was struggling to catch up with. Gary in the Subaru, see, this is where I thought the Mitsubisis would be, back around about here, because Gary's one of the best drivers in the league, one of the quickest drivers in the league. And I didn't think this car was going to work at this track. And as you can see, back here in 7th, for Gary here, Fast JMS in 8th, SJB in 9th, Dinky here in 10th, Blackie in 11th, D-Maniac in 12th. Where's SJB? Ah, yeah, there's SJB. So, that's right. Yep, I found out last night that Roadrunner and SJB are brothers. That's boring to death now, but there we go. So the last thing I'll say before I crack on, there's been a lot of apologising go on. So although you're probably going to see some stuff which looks bad, people have been apologising profusely to each other, and all's good in the end. Hopefully people will crack on and learn from what occurred, and we should take it from there. But in the meantime, all the lights are off, and we are go at St. Croix. Now, I always thought St. Croix was actually in Canada, because there is actually a St. Croix racetrack in Canada, but this is saying it's in France. As we go here with Shaggy, sorry, not Shaggy, we've got, I saw this in the build-up, Skippy is coming down the outside here. It looks to me it was a bit, I appreciate you came off there, mate. I'm not sure it's really anything too bad. Welly Bob's going back there as well. Let's see what happens to Welly Bob turn 1. And I think I know what happened with Welly Bob as well. It was all part of this palaver, and unfortunately I think Gary was involved. So I think he gets tangled up, Gary. I think there's Welly Bob in 6th. So people are just trying to back out of turn 1. Someone clips Gary. Gary then goes into Welly Bob, which puts Welly Bob into the barrier. Not, it's clumsy, but nothing's really, intentionally done in disrespect. But in the meantime, all that's just allowed now is for Surfer to get out in front of Roadrunner in second, Berserker in third. As everyone goes wide. Oh, what happened there? Did they go back up Surfer? He's got the track to himself at the moment. It's one of the slowest corners on the St. Croix, because it's a really fast track. Just bins it wide there. So does Roadrunner. Berserker is the only one really that manages to just about hang on. Yeah, and these little three are now starting to escape up the road, the long main straight. Oh, Surfer squeezes Berserker as we come up to what I call, go on board with Berserker here, into what I call lilac hairpin. You can see why you've got all the lilacs there. As Berserker bins it wide. Surfer just undercuts back up. It's just bringing a gaggle of drivers together now. You see Shaggy is joining this group. And the bright, I'm going to call it Canadian because it should be in Canada, not France, because there is a St. Croix in France, sorry, there is a St. Croix in Canada, not France. Anyway, this was another hot spot, the end of the bridge. This is a terrible corner. Yeah, there we go. We're going to have to come back here because then there's another incident just there. Did you see that? Poor old Mark. So on board with Mark, this is a horrible corner. It's one of the worst places on the track. There is a place undercut there, but as you can see, you do lean on people going wide. It's a little bit cheeky of Mark, but then Shaggy, unfortunately, boom, puts Mark into the barriers, and I don't think he stops. Nope, he's on, carries on. Shaggy, probably in his defence, probably didn't even realise he did that, but yeah, that's how easy it can be for these things to happen. In the meantime, after all these shenanigans have cracked on, try and be positive about all of this. Here we go. Surfer's come around to complete one lap, and just while we're doing it, I just can double check my audios to make sure I can hear myself. Yep, that sounds good, so I'm happy with that. Right then, so, someone's binned it wide. Who was that? That was Fast JMS. Looks like he bins it wide into turn one all by himself. On board with the Nissan GTR driver. Yeah, he's all on his own here with the stream through field in a minute. This is a weird corner because yep, just for that reason. You feel like you can go faster than you can, and then when you do go faster, you do that, you hit the barrier on the outside. The Shaggy comes up the inside. Is he going to get back to 5th place? Yes, he is. Nice undercut there from Shaggy in that beautiful little infield section. We'll go back to that in a minute. On board with Surfer. Can he get this hairpin right this time? He does. Gets the power down. As the sun is setting. Those rocket, because this is the other thing. Unless this is in the Alps, which I don't think it is, you don't get mountains like that in France. Do in Canada. This is a Canadian track, and I'm sticking with it. Anyway, Surf still hanging out in first place with Berserker in second. Gary's up to third. Roadrunner in fourth. Let's have a look. See, yep. Then there's a bit of a gap then between Shaggy, who's in fifth, SJB and Fast JMS having a little tussle coming into the bridge. Another horrible turn, because just right at the exit there's a really horrible bump, as I heard someone gets it wrong back there. Let's have a listen to this. On board with Dennis, you got Maniac there in the Aston. Oh, Maniac squeezes, Dennis is into the barrier. He just puts Maniac off himself. He's binned it all by himself at the entrance to the bridge. So it's a little bit of unsettling at the apexes of corners. You can do so much damage. Doesn't need a whole lot of contact to push people wide or anything. It's a tricky little circuit. Shouldn't be this hard because it's nice and wide, to be honest. But in the meantime, right, let's go through the field. Up front, Surfer's now getting a bit of a breather in between him and Berserker here. Berserker's now got the attention of Gary. He's gone on board with Gary into the final corner. If you cut the inside there, you get a big hefty penalty. Berserker, slightly better line, and the Mustang's now going to keep the power. That Mustang's going to keep him in front of that Subaru, or is it? Gary could be coming down the inside. He's thinking about it. Oh, Berserker cuts across. Gary thought about going up the inside there at turn 1. So the 4 boys up front now, starting to get a wide. Oh, Shaggy bins it. Cooey! Hello, Surfer, mate. Oh, you joined us just before. Oh, you missed the first little bit of fun, but hey ho. We've got more to continue, more in the evening, I'm sure. Shaggy's going to go wide all by himself. See, that's what I'm saying. This turn 1 is a horrible turn. You can quite easily just, whenever you, I just found in that corner, I always ended up feel like I took it slower than I could. Because any time I thought I could go fast, I just ended up binning it. Anyway, in the meantime, SJB is really giving Shaggy a lot of attention here. Is he going to cut up the inside of his hairpin? Shaggy gone wide again. Shaggy's gone very wide. It seemed to be a bit of a theme with Shaggy this evening. Because there is one other incident I know with Shaggy, which we will have to talk about in race 2. Shaggy does seem to. Oh, he's got damage. That's probably what's done it. Yeah, he's got damage on the right front, and so he's understeered into that corner. Been it from the start. Oh, good, nice one, Evan. Oh, Shaggy nearly clipped Skippy as he comes back on the track, but he's cleared the damage. Self-inflicted damage, by the way, because obviously that was he got that by himself as he went wide at turn 1. So let's go through the field quickly. Surfer up here in first place, coming up to the start of the bridge. Berserker in second place, Gary in third, Roadrunner in fourth, as you are at the moment. Oh, SJB's got in front of Fast JMS in fifth. There's sixth is Fast JMS. Skippy, the Aussie, having a good race here, is in seventh. Shaggy is in eighth. Dinky's in ninth. Welly Bob's picked up a 1 second penalty in 10th. I think that might have been somewhere earlier on in the lap. Maniac in VR, back here in 11th. Struggling a little bit, to be honest. And Blackie, not having a good night, decides to bin it. So, back up here with Surfer. Coming into this really tricky, you can see Surfer takes a lot of the inside curve there, grass, and flung onto the circuit. It's a good line, but here we go. Gary's really close to Berserker now. Yep, really close. Oh, he's lunging up the inside there. Thinks about it again at the final corner. Again, Berserker gets a nice tidy line. He's putting a lot of pressure on Berserker in that Mustang. You can see the Mustang's got a really good drive through 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th gears. Turn 1, Berserker brakes quite early. Gets a nice tidy line. He's slow in but fast out is Berserker. And look at the distance now put on Gary. Backing Gary up. He's backing Gary going flat out through this lovely little section. I couldn't quite manage it full on. You can see the Subaru catches right back up to the Mustang. The Mustang did suffer through there a little bit, but then through the power parts of the circuit, the Mustang should, as I hope you see here, even though you've got the Subaru right behind, it's just ease away a little bit. But in the meantime, we've got this little beauty in Roadrunner right behind Gary. Now Gary's got to worry about Roadrunner coming up to the lilac hairpin. Definitely going to have to try and make a move here. Is he going to dive up the inside of Gary? He does dive up the inside of Gary. He's going to undercut him. Yeah, Gary's thinking about undercutting him. Yeah, getting that Subaru round. Good driving by these two boys. Nice scrapping. Roadrunner's got the inside line though. He's managed to hold it side by side and come onto the bridge. So that's good. There was some good stuff happening this night. Good stuff there from these two. Coming over the bridge. But yeah, this corner here, we'll just do it one more time with Gary. You can see that as you hit the brakes and turn left, it goes really off camber, so it's quite easy to, if someone's on the outside there, a slight nudge will push them even further wide. So it's a really horrible kind of corner, that one. SJB back here in 5th now. Fast JMS is in 6th. Let's see who else is here. Shaggy's in 7th. 8th is Welly Bob. Skippy's gone back to 9th. What happened to Skippy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he bins it all by himself. 8. So Skippy was back here in 9th, and because he just bins it all by himself into turn 1. Yeah, again, same thing. He's already got damage as well, I think. probably why he went a bit further wide. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go back to where we were, which was here. So Skippy back now in 9th. Maniac's back up into 10th. And, oh, sorry, Dinky's dropped down to 11th. Oh, there you go. Oh, sorry about all the flicking. There we go. That's what I was after. Nice freestyling there from Maniac. This, oh, as I said, this was the corner. Off camera, nice bit of drifting going on here. Late in the very late on the apex. Does bin it, does damage the car. Very, very late. A little bit dangerous if I'm honest. Dean. There's Mark. So back up front, we are starting lap 4. It's still quite tight up front though. Surf has just got a little bit of breathing room over Berserker. And has just put in, oh, I was about to say just put in the fastest lap, but then Roadrunner's just put the fastest lap, Terry 7.6. Surfing his new and improved livery. Chessboard now. I think it's chessboard anyway. Coming around through turns 3 and 4. Berserker struggling a little bit through there. I think it's more the weight of the Mustang. Doesn't seem to turn in as well as the cars around him. And that's what I was struggling with. It's just a little bit understeering. In the meantime, there's go Roadrunner now, looking at the rear end of Berserker's beautiful Mustang here in 3rd place. It's a little bit as you are at the moment. We are nearly halfway through the race actually. Oh, that's gone quickly. So while we're halfway through the race, I'll just have a quick drinks break and leave you with cinematic glory shots of Roadrunner coming around over the bridge. Just bear me a second, just have a quick drink. And I'm back. Yeah, checkered flag. I'll take. Okay, you can have that one then, Evan. It's Evan, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah. Surfer. I'm going to call it chessboard day. In the meantime, these Leroys are all starting to actually close up again as well. Nice battle up front. 1, 2, 3, 4, all within, what's that, about 2 seconds of each other. As Roadrunner thinks about, there's a lot of people seem to get that wrong. They seem to go in a bit hot. Berserker eases off a little bit and then pulls away really quickly at the exit of all of these corners. And this is such a good slingshot there from Berserker. You might even have a chance at Surfer here at turn 1. It's a little bit understeer there. But no, that's all as you are at the moment. So we'll just check on the rest of the boys. So Fast JMS is now up into 5th place. Shaggy's in 6th. Shaggy's got the pace. I know Shaggy's got the pace. He's been putting in some fast lap times in practice. So he's got the pace to get up with these boys. It's just looking at the fastest lap times. They all both go wide. Just Fast JMS nearly takes that Nissan off the track. This time Shaggy is a little bit tentative through that fast left hairpin. SJB's dropped back though. He was a bit further up the field, wasn't he? Missed what happened to SJB. And where's Skippy? So all the rest of it. Oh, Skippy's still struggling going wide. What's going on with Skippy? Let's have a quick look. All by himself. So really, there's not much going on. The field is properly strung out. Down through. Yeah, Skippy's gone wide again. So the field's properly strung out only after 11 minutes or so. Oh, there's another battle brewing here between Maniac and Dennis. Maniac can catch up to Dennis at the back of the field. So we've only got 11 runners and riders. So at the moment, really, the only kind of action is still up here. Didn't even know you could. No worries, Sean. No worries, Sean. It's all. Again, it was so slight you probably didn't even feel it, but yeah, it bin mark off. Again, one of those things. I know it wasn't intentional. I'm not stupid. What do I know? It didn't look intentional to me, put it that way. In the meantime, here we go. Roadrunner and Gary are really all close together now. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a proper race up front here. These boys, they do trust each other. I have to be honest, I do enjoy racing with these lads, because we all kind of like know what each one's doing. We've all got different kind of strengths and weaknesses in these cars as well. It's quite fun, because I've now figured out what the Mitsubishi and the Subaru and the Mercedes are strong at. I can try and take advantage of that in my Mustang. And I always thought the Muzzy and the Mercedes would be a good, this would be a good track for them. And as it proved this night, I was just so surprised with, as I say, with Surfer's Mitsubishi being so quick here. Oh, fast JMS! Has he just got past? Yeah, he has. Fast JMS and Shaggy. Shaggy's looking at me inside here. Fast JMS, that's turn 1. Nice, respectful driving from these two. Side by side coming into turn 2. Oh, this could be painful. I don't know what happens. Keep it clean, boys. Oh, it's good. Look at that. Side by side. Oh, wow. Good stuff. My prayers were answered. Good stuff for Fast JMS. I've driven with Fast JMS quite a lot. And not so much you, Shaggy, but I have driven with Fast JMS quite a lot, and I know Fast JMS is a good crack, but he's got a terrible run out there from that hairpin. And look at the power of the Mercedes over the Nissan. They're all side by side. They've nearly been hard side by side for like almost an entire lap coming up to Lilac hairpin. Oh, I'm squeezing my buttocks at that one. A bit of weed nearly came out. I thought JMS, I've just picked him up. I seriously thought JS was going to lunge up the inside then. And after I've just bigged him up about how good he was. Oh, nice driving, fellas, though. Good stuff. And who's there in the background trying to catch up? Oh, Welly Bob. Welly Bob, come on, mate. You can catch him. 7th place, not bad still. SJB, if you're watching, what happened to you? Because you were a bit higher up. I'm not sure why you dropped back so far. In the meantime, Skippy's dropped back. Dinky has lost Maniacs again. Yep, we're all really with what's going on up here. Oh, yellow flag! Yellow flag. Someone's binned it round here. So one of these boys, there's a bit of a gap now between Surfer and Berserker and Gary. Let's go ball with Gary as he gets it sideways. He's still flooring it and he gets it with, oh, good crashing. Good style points. Does he get damage for that? Yeah, he does get damage for that. Good style points there, Gary. Bins it all by himself, loses talent quickly. That sharp left hairpin, sharp right corner even. It's not even a hairpin. God, I'm getting excited myself. Just allowed Shaggy now to catch right back up to Gary. Gary's normally pinpoint accuracy in his driving. One of the fastest drivers in our league. Probably cursing now in that Subaru in front. Can Shaggy make an impression on him though? No, not here, he can't. Let's see where Welly Bob is. Dropped off a little bit. Oh, where's Fast JMS? Well, I missed that. After Fast JMS. Oh, he's got damage. I did miss it. Right, let's go back, because he was with Shaggy, wasn't he? So here's Fast JMS coming into this oh, head on! Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning. That's that corner said. It's a horrible corner. That's so good. I want to see that one again. The first person view. Good. I hope you got your seatbelt on, otherwise you're going out the windscreen. Boom! And there's that put Welly Bob through. Yeah, Welly Bob's through. There he goes through. Fast JMS in the knackered Datsun now. It's gone all the way back to 7th, and this is where Gary came off as well. So it all happened on lap 7. Oh, as Welly Bob gets it wrong as well. Oh, they're all starting to come off. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, 5 minutes to go with the sun coming down. I had a chat with Roadrunner about this after the race. I really started, oh, as you can see, they're all doing it. Exactly what I was about to say. I really found that as it got colder, the rear end grip of the cars dropped off quite significantly, and I was having to back out of a lot of these corners where I normally could vary it a little bit more. So the temperatures and everything really started to affect how I raced, and it really just meant I couldn't push as hard as I wanted to Surfer up there in first place. He's having a glorious time all on his own. I'm sure he's getting bored now, coming down to the Lilac hairpin, but you can see in 007, fastest lap time for him anyway. The fastest lap is done by SJB, 207.3, and Surfer has done a 207.9. So shame SJB was so far down the field. It'd be interesting to see what he could have done if he was a bit further up the field. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 are all still within sight of each other, but there now is pretty much a good big gaps between them. I'd say it's about 2 seconds between Surfer and Berserker in second place. Coming to this, here we go. Really backing out of this corner now, keeping it nice and gentle in that off camber. S bends up the hill. So yeah, about 2 seconds between Surfer and Berserker, but then Berserker's got the headlights of Roadrunner in behind, so it's about 1.5 seconds. So yeah, it all kind of stretched out a little. It's going to be a little bit more. It looked like Roadrunner went a bit wide then as well. So 4 minutes to go, which would be about 2 laps, maybe 3 depending on when he crosses the line. Gary's on his own a little bit. Shaggy in 5th, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 properly spread out now. SJB in 6th, Welly Bob in 7th. Welly Bob got some interesting last couple of laps coming up if he can get hold of in the slipstream. Let's see, no, too wide again. Understeering. Is that fast MS? Was he getting that last corner wrong as well? Not sure. So everyone's putting on the style. Showing everyone how glorious. Look at that, that's just total understeer. Total understeer there. That's exactly what I'm saying. Look at the wheel angle here from Fast JMS into turn 1. He is turning in, but the grip of... I thought my car was bad, but look at this, he's turning in. It's just going straight. It's still going straight. There. Wow. Spins it up, loses grip, loses another place to Skippy. You're in 8th place. He's heading a bit. Oh, race! I thought he was going to bin it then. Going underneath the St. Croix bridge. You can tell he's got his traction control on there. Not many have got traction control on, but Skippy has. Anyway, so 2 minutes to go. Just over, well, 2.5 minutes to go. Let's go back up front. He's basically been out in front for the entire race with this chessboard check flag livery. Coming over the bridge, I'm just trying to figure out whether he might have to do 2 laps or 1 more. We'll find out very shortly in about 30 seconds time. He's got a much bigger gap now over Berserker Boy in 2nd place. Just needs to keep it nice and tidy, and he's got the win in the bag, to be honest. Big gap. Ooh, little squirty there. Berserker Boy coming round. Still not going to give up hope of catching up to Surfer. It's a bit too far away at the moment. Oh no, the next lap would be the last lap. Certainly for these boys coming around. I'm just going to see if anyone else. Oh, it's Roadrunner gets it wide there. 30 seconds to go. So yeah, some of these boys, this will be their last lap. Gary's going to start another lap. This is the last corner. He's going to bring Shaggy. He's gone wide as well. 30 seconds to go. SJB will start our last lap. He's lost Welly Bob. Welly Bob's dropped off from SJB in 7th. Skippy in 8th. Fast JMS. So it looks like most of them are going to get around another lap. Apart from Dennis, or he might, 6 seconds to go. Might get to do 1 more lap. There's only going to be Maniac Dennis not going to do. Oh no, I think he's bailing out of it. Yep, Dink is finished in 10th. Maniac is in 11th. So, back up front, if it let me go there. Here we go. On board with Surfer for the last lap. In the fading light in the Canadian countryside. Coming up to the bridge for the last time in the sprint race. Over the river, the cameraman there gets up from having a shit at the beginning of that bridge. Did you see that? He was squatting down on the bridge. Trust me, he was. Oh, Surfer! Oh, last lap there. Surfer's got a little bit close for comfort to that barrier at the off-camber corner. I think that's what we called it, off-camber corner. That sounds good. Coming round now. Let's check on the other. So Berserker Boy is on his own. Roadrunner's on his own. Gary's on his own. Shaggy's on his own. SJB at off-camber corner. Welly Bob. Yeah, they're all, everyone's spread out. So unless someone does something really drastically wrong, this is definitely going to be Surfer's race win. First one in the ninth. Well, obviously because it's the only one so far, but Surfer's in first place. Berserker finishes in second. Roadrunner finishes in third. Gary's come round for a hard fought, well done, fourth place. Wish the camera angle would change a little bit. Shaggy in fifth place. SJB in sixth. Welly Bob in seventh. As you can see, everyone's really strung out. And I'm not just talking about on the track either. Everyone's nerves as well. Skippy in eighth and Fast JMS in ninth. So that was your race. The fastest lap was done by SJB. He did a 3:27. So 3:27. Right then. Ah, here we go. Deep sigh. Deep breath, everyone. Prepare yourselves. I really don't know what to say about this one. Let's just pause. Let's just pause and gather ourselves for a minute. So race 2. Reverse grid. Oh boy. Oh boy. Right. Before we do, I'm going to have another quick drink and blow my nose. So just bear me a second and we'll get this one underway. Right then, and we're back. So, I'm going to start this race actually with myself because myself had a little moment with Shaggy, which I do want to highlight, as you'll see. But we are go for race 2 on the 40-minute race with different tyre strategies and all that good stuff. Everyone comes piling into turn 1, and I believe, as in race 1, we all get through turn 1 okay. Here we go. We're going to go on board with Shaggy. Little nudge there from me, and Shaggy goes wide. Now, I was really curious about this Shaggy, because I was mortified that I would have done something, but what I don't, in my defence, I've checked the interior. You weren't turning, the wheel wasn't turning very much. You're still going pretty straight there, and then you didn't charge a brake. So it was like, and I'm sorry if I laugh at this, Shaggy, it was like the slowest crash I've ever seen. It took forever for you to get off. I know I've nudged it. I don't even realise that I did, to be honest. It was a slow crash. I'm really sorry, mate. I didn't even realise that I'd nudged you. However, you're going to get a lot of kudos because from going from 12th place, I noticed how well you did from this point onwards. So we shall get back to you in a moment. In the meantime, though, Let's pile through the mess that was the rest of this race. Berserker and Skippy there, side by side, coming up to this fast kink. And we've got different tyres, different strength drivers. Some using deodorant, some not. They all smell. As we come into Lilac, hairpin. Yep, as SJB gets it wide, scrapes the paint off of his car. All coming down here. Fast JMS being undercut from Berserker. Oh, squeezing. Oh, Berserker gets a punt up the backside there from Gary. Let's go. This is the corner. I hate it. Here we go. So, Mark's already got a penalty in turn 1. Let's go on board with Mark. Drifts it wide. It's just allowed Dean now to come up through the field. Coming up the hill. And Dinky's in 3rd place. Oh, the car's streaming side by side with everyone. Mark's have to slow down. Not sure. I think he got that penalty because he was side by side with someone and just cut a corner somewhere. But as you can see, I'll be honest, fellas, we were all a bit upset at some point in the night. But no one's really trying to do anything too bad. That's a whole lap and really nothing too bad going on. Ooh, what's going on? There's a bit back here. Did I miss? Was it Dinky? Is it lap 2? You did your slide. You want me to show off to everyone? Here we go then. Turn 5 and 6. There's a lot of cars all still really close. Here we go. Through this uphill. I really like this section. Really like this section. Let's go on board with Dinky. Mark's still out in front, so Mark's holding off the cars behind. Mark's are doing alright. So, ooh, they come streaming down here now. Blackie's in 1st place, followed by Dinky. Fastest part of the circuit, 150 miles an hour. Dinky's right in the tailpipes of Mark. This could end in tears. Dinky goes wide. They're all going a bit wide now. Through that, fortunately the barrier's there to hold them all in place. Oh, as Mark goes wide, Dinky goes wide. They're sending each other off. Maniac's got into 1st place. On board here with Surfer. He's got up through the field from last place into 2nd already. He's picked up a penalty in the process. On board the Fast JMS coming up to this off-camber corner. There's Maniac goes wide, and the 3 boys behind him keep it nice and tidy. Oh, they're following so closely behind. The rest of the field's really close. If you look at the map at the top right, everyone's still, apart from one driver at the back there, everyone's still there or thereabouts. It is a bum fight, but everyone's at least trying not to knock each other off. Let's be fair. It's a good old ding-dong. Bit rough at times, but everyone's still there. So who's the only person who's really out of it at the moment? Is it Blackie? It's Blackie. He's dropped. Oh, it's SJB at the back. What happened to SJB? Surfer has binned it. Surfer was in 5th place, doing so well. Happens to Surfer. Final corner. Oh! Somehow, with contact from Shaggy, the game. You know what? That's one of the weird. It looked like you were shot out of a cannon sideways. Yeah, really weird. Oh, he's proper good crashing though, Surfer. Smashed the front. You should have smashed the back end of it as well. That would have been good style marks of crashing there. Again, nothing really particularly wrong with that. It's just one of those things. And you can look, we're on lap 3 now. And there's a whole gaggle of drivers still really close together, all really doing their best to try and avoid each other. Backing out, jostling for position. It's tight, it's hairy, it's Larry. Oh, who's that off? That was... Oh, Skippy's off. So how did Skippy lose it through these corners here? And the Australian... Oh, he bins it by himself. Lights up the rear wheels. Good crashing there. Runs out of talent though. Good crashing. Oh no, extra talent and crashing points for going from both sides of the road. in one crash. That's good. Oh, someone's coming along there, but in the meantime, right, another incident coming up. We go on board with Berserker Boy. Yours truly. I've got a really good run out of this corner. Coming up the inside there, get up through the field now. Flash my lights because I had a feeling Maniac was not seeing people that well. Squeezed. I thought I'd try a cheeky little move up the inside there because he looked like he was going wide. I got a half-second penalty for that. But then I got this. Boom! That is top style crashing. Managed to find the only sharp point in that barrier with the help of Dean, unfortunately. And that put me right to the back of the field. As you can see, last place. Fighting for first place, back to last. Now, Dean, fair play to you, mate. You did apologise. I know you said you're struggling with the VR. You did kind of wipe me out in style, though. That was. If you're going to take someone out, that's the way to do it. In the meantime, Fast JMS leans a bit too heavily. Oh man, how long is this video going to go on for? Oh, that's a bit cheeky. I think that's a cheeky move, Fast JMS. I think last to second to fourth to 11th. Yep. I have to say, Fast JMS, I love you, mate. But I think you leaned a bit too hard on Maniac there, which put him off into the barrier. I won't watch it one more time. And then he cruises off into the distance. So Fast JMS now in the lead. Roadrunner. Oh, look at this gaggle of drivers. Roadrunner's got through the field as well. Here we are on board with Roadrunner. We've got Dinky behind. And then there's a whole gaggle of drivers here. As the night sky is really coming down. Saying that though, look again at the map there. There's still thereabouts, and we're on lap 3. As Dinky gets it wrong, hits the barrier, it's causing chaos behind. And you remember I told you about Shaggy? Went from last to third place in the space of a couple of laps. So it's not all is not lost if you're off this tail of this. Look at this, he's even fighting for second place now. Although Shaggy was off here at turn 1 on lap 1, we're now lap 4, and he's already fighting for second place. That's racing for you, first. It can turn on a head. It can be horrible for a moment. You just keep plugging away, and you can just make your way through mayhem and try and keep it clean. I know we're all trying to. And you can be back up here fighting for podium positions. That's the beauty of this system of having the field reversed. Anyway. Fair play, Shaggy, up to third place. Right, 7 minutes in. God. Fast MS around Lilac Hairpin. Let's go through the field as they come across the bridge. Fast MS in first place now, holding the Datsun together. Roadrunner's bringing the rest of the group with him. Roadrunner's in second, Shaggy's third, Gary's fourth, Dink is in fifth. I sound surprised, because I am. Surfer is in seventh, bringing Blackie with him at eighth. So on board with Blackie here. Nice and gentle there through the off-counter corner. Skippy is in eighth, SJB is in ninth. Berserker Boy's long way off. But he's back here in 10th now. He's got back up past Welly Bob in 11th. And that so far is your top 11 now. We've lost someone. Oh, it was Maniac. He left, didn't he? Yep. Just while we keep it on these shots here, I'm just going to have another moment because I need to blow my nose as Roadrunner goes wide. I need to blow my nose and have a quick drink. So just bear with me a second. And there we go. From last place, he's now got up to second. A great drive here from Shaggy. Love to know what music he's playing on the stereo inside that car. Is he actually playing Shaggy? And then is he gaining on our leader in front? Shaggy's on racing softs. Oh, as Fast JMS goes very wide. Yeah, here we go. It looks like Shaggy's got a good run here. Can Shaggy take the lead? Can he literally go from 0 to hero in the space of 5 laps? It looks like he can, you know. Can he make him move up the inside? He's got room. He's got the drive. He's got momentum. As he goes up the inside, Shaggy goes from last to first place. Can he hold it at Lilac Hairpin? He can. Oh, top marks, Shaggy. Well done, mate. Good stuff, getting through the field and sticking with it. Oh, my nose is really bad now. So Shaggy's out in the lead now. Fast JMS in second. Shaggy is on racing soft, so he needs to make it work for this stint, and he's done exactly that. Fast JMS in second place, and he keeps it nice and tidy and gentle through the off-camber corner. Roadrunner's in third. He's on racing mediums. Surfer's on racing mediums in fourth. So's Gary in fifth. Dinky's on racing softs in sixth. I can hear the two Mitzi engines. SJB's in 7th. Berserker's already back up to 8th. So Blackie's had a moment. Blackie always damaged his car again as well. What's happened to Blackie? Oh, off camber corner. Second time in one night. What happened to Blackie here? He's not turned in. He's not turned in. Fast. Oh, Mark. Oh, Mark. Bins it all by himself into off-camber corner. No one coming from behind. Mark not having a great night was Mark. Where he was easily going to get past it, and I believe, yep, Mark parks it up from this point on. Skippy's back to a last place. I'm not sure what's happened to Skippy. Let's just check this yet, see how he gets on. But in the meantime, Shaggy out in the lead. The clear air is now putting a fastest lap as well, 2:07.571. Gets it perfect at turn 1. Does the Mercedes? I nearly said McLaren again. And nearly you heard me go. No, it's Mercedes. Through the uphill, twisty sections, another purple sector time from Shaggy. He's really making this stint on these racing soft tyres count. Good tactical choice for Shaggy, this one. The tyres screening behind it. Fast JMS. It's being caught. Has got that, and is the right word. Got to deal with the machinations of Roadrunner. Is that the right phrase? Right behind him. So we've got McLaren. Oh, I did it! I did it! Oh, Mercedes 1, Mercedes 3. Here we go. So here we got Roadrunner looking up the inside. We've also got. I just saw Surfer being harassed from Gary, 4 and 5. Nice couple of battles brewing here. Coming up to the entrance to the bridge. Nice driving from these boys at the moment. They're all there or thereabouts. Oh, here we go. Roadrunner's finally got a run on Fast JMS. Oh, this is a horrible place to try and make a move. Can he make it stick and keep it clean? Does. He gets up the inside. Oh, good stuff. It's a horrible corner, but he had the momentum to get past, and you can see it's also just bringing Surfer. He's looking quite sporty behind Fast JMS as well there. He's bringing Gary with him. Oh, good battle royale here from these boys. Oh, as Fast JMS goes wide, that Datsun's really starting to understeer on board here with Surfer. Side by side with Fast JMS. JMS is on the inside, but as Surfer got the momentum getting past, he was the last late brakes. Oh, Fast JMS goes up the inside. That was all clean. Oh, here we go. I shouldn't laugh. I was going to say, here we go. We're about to have a three-way. But I shouldn't say that. Down the start, finish straight. That's what I was about to say. And I've ruined the moment now. Anyway, we're having a three-way down the start, finish straight. With Gary, he's who's been the biggest winner out of all of that? Who's had the happy ending? Here, place, and then we've got. Oh, grow up. It's just allowed Roadrunner to get away from this little group. Here we go. So Roadrunner's in second, bringing a gaggle of drivers behind him. That are still there or thereabouts. It looks like Fast Seamus is just slightly dropping off this group. He was in first place. Doesn't seem to have quite the pace of the boys in front of him. You can see the 3 and 4 starting to pull away. Oh, stop it. The innuendos are starting to kick in and I can't stop myself laughing now. Dinky's going around the outside, coming up to the bridge. This is a fairly, I hate to say this, Dennis, it's a fairly good race for you, mate. 6th place, 14 minutes in, you're still thereabouts. You're down to your nubs on your front wheels though, so you're obviously going to have to come in sometime soon. You've still got a bit of distance to him, yourself and SJB here in... Don't, Surfer, don't, mate. I'll just start giggling like a schoolboy. Anyway, so I'll put myself off now. I'm going to lose it soon. SJB, he had the pace. He's got the pace. I think it's frustrating for SJB. He's putting in some quality lap times. He had the fastest lap in the last race. Obviously, he was on racing mediums at the moment, but he's still stuck back here in 7th place. Be interested to see what he could be doing if he's a bit further up the field. I don't recall him having any instance per se. Just not managed to make it stick with the other boys. In the meantime, Surfer's coming to the pits. Also, who's this coming to the pits? Dinky's coming into the pits as well. So Surfer was on racing mediums, has pitted in after 15 minutes. Just heard my Mustang go past as well. Well, we watch Dinky have his pit stop. I'm going to have another drink. And we're back. So Dennis comes back out. Is he going to get a 3-second penalty? Did he check to see what happens? Yeah, he's kept it clean. Nice one, Dennis. Oh, that wasn't clean though. Right then, let's go back up front. Mr. Lover, Shaggy is way out in front in the grand scheme of things. Round Lilac Hairpin. And the Fred Olsen. I've got to ask Shaggy, why Fred Olsen? It's not the most inspiring of liveries. A shipping line company. Of all the companies you could pick to have a livery, unless you work for them or something, it's I'm going to give Surfer some credit. He's put a chessboard on his bonnet. I'm not sure about blue and white. Anyway, I digress. Roadrunner's now been caught by Gary, whereas obviously because Surfer pitted on board now with Gary. As you can see, Roadrunner's getting wide and Larry. What's his size? He's on medium. And again, I think it's the cold that is starting to come into effect for the rear end grip for everyone. With 33 litres. I'll stop it. Oh, sorry. No, let's see what you can make me do now, Surfer. You've made me miss the race leader coming into the pits. They're all coming into the pits 17 minutes in. It's just left now. Gary out in front in his Subaru, merrily driving past. It means Fast Seamus in his Datsun. Still got a lot of fuel in that car and a lot of tyre wear still to get through. Actually, tyres are slightly better than Gary's. And Berserker Boy, after being last, I'm up to 3rd. Enjoying my recovery from this one. Been harassed from Welly Bob though. Welly Bob and Racing Softs not much sure how much longer Welly Bob's going to stay out for. But after the first round of pit stops, well, no, I haven't had all of them really. First pit, I don't think all of the pit stops happened until about another 2 laps, to be honest. So Welly Bob he's having another quiet race, but he's quietly getting on with it and up into 4th place. He's always thereabouts. Flames spitting out of that Mustang in front from Berserker. So let's go back through the field then, see what else is going on. So that's top 4. So Surfer's back here in 5th. First of the pit stopping crew is in 5th. Shaggy. How did Shaggy drop behind Surfer? Oh, I can see why. Shaggy's filled the car to the brim. Interesting tactics if he's not going to use that. So Shaggy's filled the car to the brim, which just allowed Surfer to leapfrog him a bit in the pits. But you can hear the 2 Mercedes together. Shaggy in 6th. Roadrunner in 7th. And you can see Roadrunner's not fueled all the way. Of course, Shaggy was on Racing Softs the first stint, wasn't he? So that's why he's filled it to the brim with Racing Mediums. Berserker Boy is now coming into the pits from 4th place. Close to nubs down on the front right there of his Racing Medium. Managed to extract, not die when he was taken out from Maniac. He didn't go flying through the windscreen, fortunately, so he's still okay. Little bit of a whiplash, have to say. But he's all okay, and he's back out in 8th place, merrily plodding his way along on Racing Softs. So he's on a man on a charge. 20 minutes gone, halfway through. Berserker's back out on Racing Softs. So right, let's go back up front. Gary is now down to fumes in that Subaru, so it's obviously going to come into the pits at this lap. Fast JMS though, he's still got a long way to go. He could stay out for a bit. How long does Fast JMS stay out for? Is he actually playing a blinder? I don't actually remember the result of the race. I can't remember who wins this, so I'm generally not sure who's got the best strategy right now. So Welly Bob's up to 3rd. He's pitted once. I just come back from a cruise and saw a Trimerton Ferry. I have to Trimerton Ferry. Hang on. It's not coming up on my phone. Oh, it's not. Let me see what you put there. I have to check that later, Sean. Anyway, in the meantime, let's go back up. So Gary into the pits, race leader into the pits. Fast JMS staying out so he can go on a catamaran. Right, okay, got ya. Where's Gary coming out? Is Gary coming out? No, so Fast JMS still got a quarter of a tank of fuel left and a quarter of his tyres left after 22 minutes. And he's got the lead. He's obviously going to be going for one stop. And he obviously can make Racing Softs last a bit longer than other people. Where does that leave him though? Is he playing a blinder? Even though he's losing, you can see he's losing the rear end a little bit. It's squirrely a little bit there. The back end of that car. Welly Bob though is in 2nd place. He's going to have to make a pit stop soon. Surfer is the first of the pit stopping bunch. No, because Welly Bob's the first of pit stops. He came really early, didn't he? So he's already going to have to make a 2nd stop after 23 minutes. Crazy. Anyway, so Surfer's here in 3rd place. Roadrunner is in 4th, and there's a whole bunch of drivers here. Look at this. Roadrunner, Shaggy, SJB. I'm curious to see what SJB is like, because I think he's secretly got pace that he could be mixing up with these boys up front. Undercuts, undercuts. Shaggy there nearly hit the gravestone where Berserker was splatted from Maniac. But nice move there from SJB. He's a little bit squirrely trying to get the power down. Well, he's in a Lexus, isn't he? So he's coming down to, yep, in a Lexus. Is he going to get underneath Roadrunner here? He's not going to push him wide or anything silly like that at the exit. No, thinks better of it. All cleanly through, off camber corner. No, all cleanly through. Roadrunner's off. Roadrunner drifted it wide, off camber corner. Fatal place. He's even not racing softs. Oh, brakes far too late. Brakes a bit too late there. And just doesn't straighten the car up, but oh, he's not lost it too bad actually. Just loses a bit of momentum. Is this going to allow Shaggy to come from 6th back up to 5th place? Shaggy's on racing medium, Roadrunner's on racing softs. So this is really working into Shaggy's favour. He's managed to mix it with racing soft boys around him. I know, SJB's on racing mediums, my apologies. I'm in third. Actually, you're in second now because someone's just pitted. Stop trying to catch me out. I'm laughing. Oh, it's the simple jokes that make me laugh. It really is. Fast Jerez is still out. He's still out. He's gonna be pitting this next lap. So he's managed to go 25 minutes. At least, no, so he's going to be 26 or so by the time he's pitted. On one set of tyres. But if you look at the map there, the top right, that I think is going to just feed him right back into what's behind. Surfer's on his own, playing a blinder again. He's got the strategies right so far, but then when Fast JMS pits, there's this gaggle of drivers here. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th is Gary. 7th, Berserker. They're all close there or thereabouts. Where's Welly Bob? He's a bit too far off. So you can see, oh, I'm getting excited with my left analog stick there. Flashing my lights, not quite sure why. So let's go back up to the race leader, Fast JMS. See when he's going to pit in. Where do we think he comes out? Answers on a postcard, please. When Fast JMS comes in, what position is he going to come back out into, in amongst that gaggle of drivers that are waiting to greet him eagerly on track? Here he comes into the pits in the Datsun. No, he's not. He's into the barrier, and then he's into the pits. As Surfer comes round, the start finish straight and down to Surfer's absolute blinding race from Surfer in the pits with, here we go, Fast JMS in the pits. Where's SJB? There's SJB. He's gone through. Roadrunner is coming down. He's gone through. There's Fast JMS. He's still in the pits. Oh, everyone's gone past him. He's still in the pits. So he comes out actually further back than I thought. Oh, is he going to get a 3-second penalty for that as well, I think he missed the pit exit as well. Oh, he got away with it. So he's pitted, just dropped him back down to 7th. So interesting to see where he finishes up, because I don't think that long stint has done him any favours. I think he's lost a bit too much time. In the meantime though, let's go through the field. We've got Surfer out in first place. He's obviously going to have to pit in fairly soon. We've got 30. He's not going to be able to make that last. The racing softs are down to the nubs. He's got less than a quarter of a tank to go. So he's got up in 13 minutes. He's going to have to make at least one more pit stop. SJB, oh, that's interesting, isn't it? 13 minutes. He's got enough tyres, but can he make that fuel last? Not sure about him. Roadrunner. Looks like he's going to have to pit. Shaggy could stay out. If Shaggy can keep it in amongst these boys, Shaggy's the first of the runners I think he could keep it out there. He's only pitted once, didn't he? So Shaggy's at the moment could be in prime position, but unfortunately he's got Gary right behind him and racing softs. Oh, there! Oh, Shaggy! No! Oh, I've just bigged you up, mate, and everything, and then you've made a run out of talent in a spectacular fashion. He saw the marshal, tried to take him out. Oh, a superb crashing, superb engine damage that works, unmitigated, unadulterated, all by yourself, straight head on into the barrier. Bang! Oh, glorious. Let's have another look at that from your cockpit point of view one more time. See, Shaggy, as I said, boom. Like when the incident happened with me at turn one, it just didn't seem like you were turning in. I don't know whether it was some sort of input lag between your wheel and the game, but that instant there looked to me like you were turning, but it wasn't, the wheel in the car wasn't turning enough, hence you didn't turn in and you just went straight into the barrier. I think you need to have a quick look at that, mate. Jeremy Coxmo, power, yeah. Anyway, so you distracted me again, Evan, because you just pitted. And SJB is now in the lead. So, SJB, let's have a look at his situation. SJB is, yeah, I'm not sure about that fuel. 10 minutes to go. If he'd have put more fuel in, he could have got to the end, I think. But SJB is in the lead. Roadrunner is in second. Gary is in third. Berserker's in fourth. Fast MS is in fifth. Welly Bob is in sixth. Surfer's out the pits now and back into seventh place. He's obviously suited and booted to the very end. Oh, nice wide line there from Evan. Cuts back up. He's going to get a nice slipstream here on Welly Bob. Shaggy, he's dropped off now. Can Surfer get that Mitzi back up to sixth place? Oh, watch out, just going to blow my nose. Yes, he got past. Although Welly Bob's making it interesting. Welly Bob's fighting back. Welly Bob, maybe he could have undercut there. Oh, Surfer gets a bit leery because go on, Bob, go on, floor it, mate, floor it, go, stick to your guns, Welly. Oh, he's not quite didn't quite get the power down quick enough. Backs out of it. Oh, nice driving. Rain spitting out there. Oh, very respectful there from Welly. Good stuff, mate. Anyway, let's go back up front because SJB is in the lead and he's got a bit of a gap between himself. Here we go, Roadrunner and Gary. So Roadrunner, the same boys in race one that were mixing it together, are back here again in race two. As SJB comes into the pits, Roadrunner comes into the pits, Gary's now in the lead, Berserker's into the pits as well. So Gary's out now with half a tank of fuel, 10 minutes to go, suited and booted to the end. I changed pit plan after the crash. So Gary, after all that, has just hoodwinked everyone, including me. Although he's still going to struggle, I think, towards the end of racing stuff. Still, he's been out there for 2 laps, I'd say, already. It's going to be hard work to make those racing softs last all that time. Fast JMS, I reckon he could catch up to Gary. He could keep it clean. I know Gary's a quick driver and everything. He's just around the kink up the road. So Gary, at the moment, here he is. He's coming up to the lilac hairpin now. Just as a Fast JMS is about to view it now. So there we go. Fast JMS, second. Where's Surfer? So Surfer's just a bit behind this battle as well, but he's suited and booted to the end. Welly Bob's in 4th place. 8 minutes to go. He could go to the end. SJB, who was in the lead, is now back into 5th place. He's obviously to the end. Same for Roadrunner. Berserker in 7th. He's got the headlights of Shaggy. You're into. Oh, stop it. Oh. Oh, it's going to get me every time now. Anyway, Shaggy's in 8th. Dink is in 9th. Quiet race now for Dennis. Skippy's in 10th. And Blackie's, he had enough. Okay, so Gary, oh, this is 7 minutes. He's down to half of those racing softs. I'm sure he's going to stay out on there, but they will be down to nubs in 2 laps time. And he's still going to have a lap to go, I reckon. I think the fuel's okay. It's the tyres which worry me about that. And you see my race number on the car. Oh dear. I'm not going to give you the privilege of laughing at that one, but I'm giggling inside. In the meantime, right, so these boys have all closed up to each other. Oh, I heard the squealing tyres of Welly Bob then. Let's go on board with Welly. He's had a good race. He's in 4th place. Looks like he's ready to get to the end. A little bit off here. In the meantime, it's really the Surfer again. He's caught right up to Fast JMS. Surfer won the last race. He's podiumed the last race. He's now in a podium position with 6 minutes to go. Good evening for Evan. Oh, you can see him catching that Datsun hand over fist. Ooh. Hand over fist into. My sphincter always goes at that point. It looks really quite like there was an accident waiting to happen. As Surfer's looking up the outside now of Fast JMS going around the outside. Oh, what a move. Oh, great driving, Evan. It is Evan, isn't it? I think so. I'll just call you Surfer, that's easier. Fast JMS now back to 3rd. He's on racing softs, he's got fuel and everything. He's actually got a little bit less fuel than Surfer. Oh, Evan. Where's Welly Bob? He's just dropped off, so Fast JMS just catching up there. Not letting Surfer go. Coming up to the last corner. Right. Let's go to the cinematic view. There we go. Oh, nice tidy line there from Fast JMS. Surfer's a bit wide. So we run through the field. At the moment, Gary. Here he is. He's doing well. I have to be fair, his tyres haven't gone down that much over that last lap. In 1st place. Surfer is in 2nd. Fast JMS is in 3rd. Welly Bob is in 4th. 2, 3, 4, all within sight of each other. There we go. Then we got SJB in 5th. Closely followed by his brother. Roadrunner in 6th. Oh, that could get a bit tasty. That might get a bit physical if they get close to each other. Brother on brother. I'm not even going to go there. Berserker's in 7th. And Shaggy, he's managed to pull a bit of a gap now between himself and Shaggy in 8th. But he's also, you can see there's Roadrunner's not that far away from Berserker as well. He's on board with Berserker. I think when you turn this little kink in the start finish straight, you'll see Roadrunner just up the road. Yeah, it's just tipped over the head, not over the hill in front. So anyway, that's Berserker in 7th after being in last place. Shaggy is in 8th. Dinky's back here in 9th. He's got Skippy for company now. And they're okay to go to the end. I thought the Corvettes would be good down here, to be honest. I thought this would be their kind of track. Dinky's very leery into their lilac hairpin. Nice tidy line there from Skippy though. Definitely gained a bit of ground on Dennis. Oh, nice tidy 8. You can see a little bump there. Why do they have to go and put a bump right at the apex? horrible. In the meantime though, 3 minutes to go. Gary out in front. So he's going to have to do this lap, and we'll probably have to. Yeah, he's going to have to do 2 laps still, basically. He obviously knows those tyres better than I did, but he's done very well to keep the wear down to the minimum. But he's got a fairly big gap between himself and Surfer in second. He's not got even reached the S's. Here he goes. Goes into the S's. We call these the Eau Rouge. It's a bit like going up the hill at Eau Rouge a little bit, but not as much elevation. Fast Emerson third, Welly Bob fourth. SJB losing talent and making. Yeah, there goes Berserker. SJB loses it, so his brother's gonna. Did he just lose it all by himself? Going up Eau Rouge. Yeah, lost it all by himself. Same spot Skippy lost it as well. Back end came out, just lost rear end grip in that Lexus. Big time, back down to 8th. Where's Dinky? Quite a way off, so that's cost him quite a few places there. Right, I need to blow my nose one more time as we go into the final moments of race 2. Okay, and we're back. 1 minute to go. Oh, minute to go. Yeah, Gary should have to start another lap, I would have thought. It's a shame Surfer's not closer, because he could have. Surfer's in a much better position tyre wear wise. He could have really pushed Gary quite hard, but the Evo and the Scooby, I'm surprised, were the best cars on this track. Obviously the drivers in them. Oh, he does go very wide there though. Drivers in them obviously have a part to play in all that, but I didn't think the Subaru and the Mitsubishi would be that strong around here. How wrong could I be? As Gary crosses the line, he's got another lap to go, and you can hear there's Surfer. Certainly within distance, and stranger things have happened. Fast JMS across the line. Yep, still 6 seconds to go. So Fast JMS keeping out in front of Welly Bob in 4th. They're still going to have to go. Roadrunner, he's going to have to go around another time, so it's Berserker is going to finish in 6th place. Shaggy was in 7th. SJB is going to finish in 8th. Cruising around. Dinky's going to finish in 9th. Oh, Skippy couldn't quite catch up to him in time. Well done, Dennis. Dennis is in 9th. Skippy is in 10th, Blackie finishing 11th, so it's really just well done again. Gary, I'm praising him already though, he's still got half a lap to go. He's on fumes, I'm sure he's got enough fuel in that car to get to the very end. His tyres are down to bare minimum. Surfer's got a nice gap, so the Fast MS has got a bit of a gap between him and Welly Bob in 4th. Great race for Welly Bob, to be fair. Gary comes across the bridge for the last time. Got the length of at least half the bridge between him and Surfer. That's probably about a good 4 or 5 seconds. Keeps it clean through off-camber corner. Goes up through the back part of the circuit for the last time. Oh, his right rear's about to go. Right rear is about kind of, he's judged it to perfection. It would have been very interesting if he had to do another lap, but obviously he didn't, because you can see the surface in better condition. But anyway, Gary for the last time holds it together, goes very wide at the last corner, but comes across the line to win. It's an endurance race, and second place is Surfer. He had a great evening, first and a second for him. Fast JMS did really well and kept it into third. Welly Bob, great drive, Kev, gets in for fourth. And Roadrunner gets one over on his brother and finishes in fifth. And there you have it. That was the evening of the night before. And quite an event it was. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Take it easy, and we shall see you guys next week. Take it easy. Bye.